name is James Reitano, and I'm a former Santa Cruz graffiti artist, and I currently reside in Los Angeles, and I head up a company called TFE Studios, which creates animation and graphics and art direction. My first hip-hop memory was seeing the Buffalo Gals music video. Got into graffiti basically from seeing it as a kid, and then I think when hip-hop got big in the early 80s, I just kind of adopted it as my own thing, and it was like the first thing I was really good at. And yeah, I just took it from there, and then just taught myself and bought paint and started painting. First time bombing was behind Club Culture in broad daylight after school with about 3 or 4 of us. I think it was Stokely and Jeff were with me, and I painted a big wild style. Club Culture was a place that we could go as kids, and it was all ages, so we all started going when we were about 14 or 15. I think I'd gone, 14 years old was the first time I think I'd ever been there. And it was live DJs, open mics, hip-hop on the weekends, punk rock on the weekdays, and it was incredible. It was an incredible experience, and looking back now, I mean, it's just something I figure we were really lucky to have. Super Soul Sunday was another facet of our childhood hip hop experience, but I think it wasn't as special as KBO because it was a high school station, and I think that we regarded them as our peers who were playing the records, and so they were just playing it all day. So we kind of made fun of them. They kind of sound like stoners. Some of the guys, and they kind of like, you know, hey bro, this next one is Bobby Jimmy and the Critters, blah blah blah. So we always laughed at that. Whereas Bubba was a more professional sounding DJ. You could tell he had a radio voice, and these other guys kind of sound like Spicoli on the mic, but it was still cool. You know? Yeah, this is the tape box. So basically, a lot of this, not all of them, but a lot of this is the KBO and KHD, or a lot of this is the KBO and Super Soul Sunday recordings that I made as a youth, and I still have some of these. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff has been borrowed out and it's never been returned, and the problem with that is, and not to put it one a point on it, but the problem with that is this stuff is just gone forever. Like there's no other record of it. So a lot of it's just BS, and a lot of it's just clips of songs. But for the most part, this is a bit of an audio diary of those days back when. I think any acknowledgments as far as abilities or talent or opportunities, which is what I prefer to call them. I mean, I think that there's been numerous cases of, wow, I'm really doing this. But you know, whether it's working with Biz Markie or Kazzeo or Kutmasta Kurt or Serena Williams or any of the people I've kind of had the chance to work with, I think it's always a case of, okay, that's all great and blah 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 blah, and you get to meet these people and talk to them, but then it becomes a job. And pretty soon you're kind of at each other's throats, and it just becomes another working relationship. And I think part of the trick is, when you're dealing with someone of a high stature, is to kind of just forget all of that. And you guys are basically business partners for the 6 months that you're working. And I think that's the best mind frame to have.